Hey everybody, this is Sherry with CPR, Craft, Pray, Repeat, and I'm here today with some decorated recipe cards using some dies from CottageCutz. I start with the pastry goodies, and on that one I'm going to use the apple pie. Now, I've already went and used my pan pastels to go in and enhance the edges, put in my shadowing and all of that. This part's just going to be assembling the pie and getting it onto the recipe card. I just think this pie is adorable. And I had seen where some people had been doing some recipe card swaps and recipe card challenges, and I thought this would be a really cool thing to add to your recipe cards. So and since it was a relatively new release with CottageCutz, I thought maybe everybody didn't know it was out there. So I thought I would pull mine out and show you how I put it to, how I used mine. And so I'm just putting the top of the pie on there. At my house, we don't have those pretty pie, pans. Mine are aluminum. I don't make my own pie crust. Ain't happening, folks. So here I'm just getting ready to glue down the pie to the recipe card for my sugarless apple pie. And once I've got it glued down, I go ahead and I get out my Spectrum Noir shimmer, which actually just looks so pretty. It looks like somebody sprinkled sugar just on top of your pie crust, which of course you would not do because this is sugarless, but a girl can dream. Give me my sugar. But it really looked pretty. I was really tickled with how it just sparkled like sugar on the top of a hot pie. And so that is my first card. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to use the pastry goodies again. And on this one, I'm going to use the croissants. Now, I wasn't quite sure which, because once you add the pan pastels, it really brings out those details on the inside, which before you've not really been able to enhance with inking. So I wasn't sure which color I would like. So I went ahead and cut it out twice, and then thought I would finish it up and then compare it to the one on the front, and then determine which one I liked from there, which I'm pretty sure you can tell right now which one I'm gonna which one I liked and which one I used. But I will put them both on top of the packaging so you can see the sample, and then you can also see the ones that I did. That poor first croissant. I mean, whoo, poor little thing looked like something I put in the oven and forgot that I did. And it would not be the first time I've done that, but I tried to avoid that with paper piecing. And so there's the one I chose to go with. We're going to use the skillet with eggs, and I'm just going to use the eggs off of this one. And if you look at the front of the packaging, they used like tints of blue to accent the eggs, but because I had already been using browns, I thought it would look more cohesive if I continued to use the browns instead of bringing in the blues excuse me, to accent the the eggs. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move these to the front of the packaging so I can show you their sample and then the ones that I did. And they both look good, so you could definitely do whichever you wanted. And I'm going to use the breakfast plate, and for this part I just need the sausages because my recipe calls for pork sausage, and I wanted to represent it somehow. And even though, you wouldn't use this kind of sausage in the casing, I figured it still would look really cute on the card. So I'm just using my pan pastels to put in the shadowing on the outside edges. And that burnt umber, extra dark, that's what it's called, burnt umber extra dark. It is so pretty, and I use it on a lot of my browns. And I wish I had known more about them before I purchased them. One day I'll do a video, telling you what I've learned in case somebody else wants to go and get some of these to use in their projects. So I'm just going to go ahead and start putting down my my pieces. And it was just, I didn't want to put them all together. I just wanted to kind of lay them out there to give, a sampling, you could say, of the different things that will go into this recipe. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put down my sausages. And then I'm going to bring in my eggs and move them over to the side. Now, you could have put a plate in there and, pulled them all together if you wanted to, or even a bowl or something like that. But I just wanted them to lay out because I wanted it to look like it was the ingredients that I was gathering, And but this is how I finish my second recipe card, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Remember to practice your CPR, craft, pray, repeat. Thanks for visiting me today, and happy crafting. I love you all. Bye.